For nearly 2 decades, one device has defined the entire tech industry, the iPhone. It didn't just change communication, it reshaped how businesses operate, how software is built, and how people interact with technology. Entire ecosystems were built around it, entire companies depend on it. But now something is shifting. Quietly but very seriously, tech companies are preparing for what comes next, because the iPhone era isn't ending overnight, but it is being challenged, and the strategy that could replace it looks very different from what came before. To understand this shift, you have to start with a simple question: what made the iPhone so powerful? It wasn't just the hardware, it was the platform. A single device that combined computing, communication, apps, payments, and identity. In the next era, interaction becomes more distributed. You might speak to a device, glance at something, or not interact at all because the system is already working in the background. And that's where the second major shift comes in: ambient computing. Technology that's always present but not always visible. Instead of pulling a phone out of your pocket, the system comes to you through smart glasses, wearables, voice assistants, connected environments, and most importantly, AI. AI is the engine that makes this possible, because managing multiple devices requires coordination, context, understanding, and that's exactly what AI provides. It connects everything, understands what you're doing, and decides how and where to respond. So instead of opening an app, you simply state an intent, and the system figures out the rest. This is fundamentally different from the smartphone model. Because the smartphone is an interface, the new system is an intelligence layer, and that changes everything. Another key part of this strategy is reducing friction. Smartphones, as powerful as they are, still require effort. Unlocking, navigating, switching between apps, typing. These are small actions, but they add up. The next generation of devices aims to remove as many of these steps as possible. No screens when you don't need them, no apps to open, no constant interaction, just outcomes. And once users get used to that, going back to a phone-first experience may feel outdated. But here's where things get interesting. The companies building this future aren't trying to replace the iPhone directly. Not yet. They're building around it, layer by layer. Smartwatches, wireless earbuds, smart glasses, AI assistants. Each one takes over a small piece of what the phone used to do. Notifications move to your wrist, audio moves to your ears, visual information moves to your field of view, and over time the phone becomes less central, not gone, but no longer dominant. This is a gradual transition, and it's intentional. Because replacing a device as successful as the iPhone doesn't happen overnight, it happens by making it less necessary, piece by piece. Another important part of this strategy is context. Smartphones require you to tell them what you want, search for something, open an app, enter information. But the next generation of systems is being built to understand context automatically: where you are, what you're doing, what you might need next. And that allows it to act proactively, not just reactively. For example, instead of opening a map app, directions might appear automatically. Instead of searching for information, it might be presented before you ask. Instead of managing tasks manually, they happen in the background. This creates a very different user experience, one that feels less like using a device and more like interacting with an environment. But there's a bigger strategic reason behind all of this: control. The company that defines the next computing platform controls the ecosystem, just like Apple did with the iPhone, just like Google did with Android, just like Microsoft did with Windows. And right now, that next platform is up for grabs. Is it smart glasses? Is it AI assistants? Is it wearable devices? Is it something else entirely? No one knows yet. And that's why so many companies are investing heavily in this space, because missing this transition could mean losing relevance. There's also a major business implication here. If computing moves away from a single device, revenue models change, app stores become less central, advertising shifts, user interaction patterns evolve, and companies have to rethink how they reach customers. That's why this isn't just a hardware shift, it's a business model shift. And those are always bigger than they seem. But here's the reality. The iPhone isn't disappearing anytime soon. It's still incredibly powerful, still deeply integrated into daily life, still the primary device for billions of people, but for the first time in years, it's no longer the only center of gravity, and that's the beginning of a transition, not a sudden replacement, but a slow rebalancing. From one device to many, from direct interaction to ambient intelligence, from apps to outcomes. And the companies that figure out this new model, the ones that can build systems instead of just devices, are the ones that will define what comes after the iPhone era. Because the next platform won't just be something you hold in your hand, it will be something that surrounds you, understands you, and works for you, without you even needing to reach for it.